Hello, this is your Sunday night tropical weather update by Coley. Well, here's a look at my graphic I made for the Atlantic. I'll be posting more graphics like these in the future with my tropical weather updates. Anyways, you can see it's the 41st day of the 2022 Atlantic hurricane season. It's only got 3 tropical storms so far, and the next name is Danielle. Well, quite quiet right now. We only have one AOI active. The NHC marked this morning with 0.20 odds, but I upped it to 0.30. I'm keeping it 0.20 for now. I might up it in the future, but there's a few reasons why I'm keeping it this way. One, there's a lot of uncertainty, and it's close to land. Two, model support remains limited, and really only the Euro model shows this thing forming. 3, well, this is the AOI now, and, well, it's basically nothing. There's nothing else to say. It's marked right over here near Atlanta, Georgia, but it's really not this that's worth watching. It's this entire decaying frontal boundary over the southeast right now that's gonna, well, it's gonna continue to decay, but will, eventually produce a large area of showers with thunderstorms. It could be somewhat similar to how we saw with Barry in 2019, but you know, it's still different in its own ways. Its progress it shouldn't be as far west as Barry went, but it should rather just stay in this general area in the future. But nevertheless, folks have to watch this across the Gulf Coast. I'll show the Euro, and to show why people have to watch it. 1 second here. Right, sorry about that. So the Euro, well, I should get spells the Euro. Well, they only here we go. Right, so they show here's now. See, there's not much going on here. We could see this little vorticity maximum over Georgia, which is where the NHC marked it. Time goes on, and only weekends. This is tomorrow morning. Tuesday morning, we could see maybe some vorticity increases associated with the large area of showers and thunderstorms. Wednesday morning, you could see a bit more. Thursday morning, more. Friday morning, a tropical storm. But look, this is Friday morning. This is Wednesday morning. It's the same exact spot. Look, and then after that, it barely moved. It barely moved to the southeast. This is Saturday morning. Sunday morning, it moves inland. But this thing is basically in the same general area for 5 days straight. You know, this is, well, the main reason why this definitely it's worth watching for, you know, folks anywhere from the New Orleans area to what's it called? I forgot what the name of this beach is, but the area where Michael made landfall in 2018. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. But let me briefly show why this thing is moving so little. You can see if we look at vorticity anomalies, height of 500 millibar geopotential height anomalies. You can see we have high pressure near Bermuda, high pressure over the Great Plains. What this is essentially doing, we have northerly flow from here, a southerly flow from here, and since they're going against each other, this thing isn't moving much. And no matter what forms, you know, we're going to have, the most certain part is that we're going to have these two ridges. It's just a matter of which one's stronger, and you know, how long they compete, and until one asserts dominance, and we get this dominance move out. Right, so now let's move on to the Eastern Pacific. This is another graphic I made. A bit more active than the Atlantic. We have newly formed tropical storm Darby. Has 70 mile per hour winds, 995 millibar pressure. This thing is not expected to hit land. But it is expected to intensify as it heads west-northwest, jog to the northwest, and then weaken well before it hits Hawaii. It's possible the actual wind, like the remnant circulation, could hit Hawaii, but Hawaii is not going to get large impact from this, and I'll show you why in a second. Let's get to satellite. Well, same as yesterday, this thing is looking impressive. We have outflow going in all 4 directions. Right now it shows that this has little shear, persistent and deep convection near the center. Let me change to that. Right. So lots of deep cloud tops. We have, well, deep into the negatives. Let's just say that. And well, the low-level circulation and the mid-level circulation are stacked, which shows that there's little shear. But yeah, this is a borderline hurricane, and it's expected to only intensify due to these conditions, with low shear, warm sea surface temperatures, and a moist environment as it heads west-northwest. Now let's check out the GFS model here for this. This is now. Right, so here it is. This is the remnants of Bonnie, and this is Darby. Right, so we can see to show it intensifying. Zoom in a bit. This is 2 days, so this is Tuesday morning. We have only a tropical storm actually. They show weaker than it currently is, which is likely an error with the model. Still, let's look a bit further. Let's go here. This is Wednesday afternoon. Still only a moderate tropical storm here, likely around 60 mph winds. And then, really, they just show a weakening from there as it heads towards Hawaii, but has a very weak storm. This is only probably around 45 mph right here. So this is a weak tropical storm at this point. This is, I believe, Friday afternoon. Still, this is not, it's not a good solution given how Darby looks right now and how strong it is. It has 70 mph winds, and that shows it being weaker, and there's nothing that's going to weaken this really until, we get cooler sea surface temperatures around this point in around 5 days. So, this is worth watching, not for its impacts, but, just to see how it behaves and acts in general. We could see a decent hurricane. In fact, let me get to that. Where did I get that? Right. So I didn't put any. I forgot to put wind markers up, but I would have this as a Category 2, 100 mph hurricane at this point, right where my cursor is in my analysis. But we have to wait and see. There's still uncertainty with how this behaves, but I definitely think it'll be stronger than most models show, given, well, their initialization is weaker than it actually is, as we saw with the GFS. Right, and we also have, we also have another AOI. I'm giving this a 0.60 shot, even though the NHC is only giving it a 0.50 shot. Look at the GFS for that. Right, so they show a decent, this is likely a hurricane here. Yep, 75 mph winds this Friday afternoon, south of Mexico. This only had west though, and it should stay far away from Mexico and Central America. Still, rip currents and strong waves will be possible. But the disturbance itself hasn't even formed yet. But we still have to watch this as time goes on. I think that's all for today. Thanks for watching.